Welcome back. I'm going to get right to it. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 to 6 reasons why you're unattractive and why people don't like you and why you don't like yourself, most importantly. Number one, you're out of shape. You know, there's no specific reason why you're out of shape. Everybody's different, but you're out of shape and you're not taking the steps to fix that. And people see that, and people don't really want to associate with someone who's not trying to achieve the same goals or move forward the same way that they are. Alright, so that's number one. Number two, you talk too much. I myself am guilty of this. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop talking. Listen. Stop talking. My father always liked to say, Samuel, how many mouths do you have? One. How many ears do you have? I got 2 ears. God gave you one mouth and 2 ears so you can listen twice as much as you talk. Nobody wants to be around a yapper 24/7 who doesn't know when the fuck to shut up. Alright? We can get into that a little bit more. I'll give you some examples, some prime time examples. Next time you're at work, right? You start a new job. It's going well. That first week, 2 weeks, everybody likes you, They're feeling you out. They're trying to get a vibe for you. You take that as, oh, they want to be my best friend. You're fucking wrong. They're just trying to figure out what type of person you are. If they're going to be working with you, they want to know the type of person they're going to be working with. Once you start yapping, opening your mouth constantly when it's not necessary, nobody's going to be interested in you. You're not going to be interesting anymore. Everybody knows everything about you. They know all your issues, they know all your faults, they know everything you think is amazing about yourself. And all you're doing is perpetuating this image that they have in their mind that you're not a man, you're not manly, you're not adult. You're a child. You're a child, and sadly that's what it is. Now, a really easy way to fix that. Just shut up. Literally. That is it. That is the magic formula. Just shut up. Okay? Number 3, right? Keep this real concise. For men generally. I can't speak from a woman's point of view. I'm not a woman. I'm a man. As far as I know, the last time I peed, I wasn't sitting. But for men, you beat your meat way too fucking much. Okay, and I got a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. We'll call him Isaiah, right? We'll call him Isaiah. And Isaiah, he's not that much younger than me. Right, he's only a little bit younger than me. But the kid, he has Asperger's, right? Great kid. But he makes that such a crutch. He thinks that is the reason why all these things happen to him. I myself have Asperger's, right? Not an official diagnosis, so I won't say I have it. The only reason I didn't want diagnosed with it was because I thought that would inhibit me from joining the military. So I begged and begged and begged and begged my therapist. I told him, listen, I don't want to be tested for this. I don't want to even have that as an option on my papers at all, ever. But there's a good high chance that I have Asperger's, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say I do because I don't technically have a diagnosis for it. While I do have some other stuff that I deal with, we won't get into that because that's stuff that I feel like people make these mental disorders feel like such a crutch. Woe is me. Cry, cry, cry. Wah, wah, wah. Big deal. Live your life. Do your shit. But you beat your meat constantly. Whenever you see a woman, what that does to you, it makes it so whenever you see a woman, your first instinct, oh, she's hot. I want to bang her. I want to bang her. Oh my God. I wonder what that'd be like. Let me get her in bed. And then women can feel that. Women have an acute sense when somebody's acting that way. Or even if they're not showing it physically. Even if it's just all going on up here. Women have to be aware of that stuff. Because, sadly to say, in this world, women face a lot of serious dangers when it comes to bad dudes out there who want to do bad things to them. And by no means am I saying every woman is a victim, every woman will be a victim. No. No, not at all. I don't think all men are evil or any of that type of stuff. I do think, however, there's a percentage of men that do horrible things to women. Just like there's a percentage of women that do horrible things to men. You know what I mean? It goes both ways, but it's definitely more skewed towards the side of women. So when you approach a woman, and you know, you got this mindset of I want to do this, let me fucking like rabbits, all that stuff. Or if your first instinct is, damn, I want to get her number, blah blah blah, they're not gonna want to talk to you. A high value woman is not gonna want to talk to a man like that. You know, me and my girlfriend been together almost 2 years. When I approached her, I was just getting out of not a horrible relationship, but a relationship that was just not right for me or the other person. So we ended it. And she was my escape. You know what I mean? We started hanging out. We started going on long drives together. We started just going doing random shit. There was not an inkling of I want to have sex with this girl at that point. Now, I think about it pretty frequently. But she's basically my wife at this point. So, you know, it's valid for me to think about that type of stuff relatively frequently. You know, I mean, who else would I be thinking about it with? But when we were first hanging out, we lived together for 3.5, 4 months before we ever kissed. Slept in the same bed before we ever kissed. We were together for 5, 6 months before we were sleeping in the same bed, mind you, living together. We were a couple. We did not have sex for about 6 months. Didn't at all. And one time she called me watching porn. Almost broke up over it. Didn't have sex after that for about 2 months. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. You know, if you show these behaviors around any woman that is worth anything, they're not going to want to be with you. Alright? So stop thinking with that head. Think with this head. Approach a woman just as you would approach another man. Maybe not as crass or coarse, but just approach them without any of that intent in your mind. Clear it. Alright, so what are we on? Number 4? Number 4, your fucking hygiene, dog. And trust me, this is one that hits home for me. I am not by any means a clean individual. If I could, I would show you my office right now. I've been cleaning it. It's not by any means immaculate. It is dirty. When I was living with my parents, my room was not clean. It was not clean. I was like Asmongold, dog. This shit was dirty. Dirty. But I learned very quickly once I got with my girlfriend, started living with her. That shit don't fly. That shit does not fly. At all. No fly zone. Shower, dude. Get a nice set of cologne. You know. Get a nice watch. You know. Figure out a style that works for you. My hair is chopped right now a little bit. That's because an Israeli fellow made me get a haircut. I don't think it's that bad, but it's not what I normally get. Normally I get a little bit, you know, different of a haircut, but this ain't bad either. I like it. No, it's something. It works. It's clean. Now, just find a style. Find a way to keep yourself smelling good. My BO's bad, right? I sweat through most deodorants, bro. Keep a can of spray deodorant on you. That's what I do. When I start to feel myself sweating, boom. No BO. No BO whatsoever. I smell a lot better at that point. Boom. Okay. Number 5. We'll do 5. Alright? This kind of goes back to you're out of shape. You don't put any work into your own body. You don't put any work into it. All the things that you put into your body are slowly destroying it. And women generally think in the long term, unless, you know, if it's the type of woman you want. Just like men. This goes for women. If it's the type of man you want, he is thinking in the long term. He's meeting you, you get together, and at that point, you're the one. You know, he wants to be with you, if he is ready to be committed. And women aren't going to want to be with somebody who has no longevity. And what I mean by that is, if they could see you dying at 40 years old, you know, you smoke a whole bunch of cigarettes, you put just junk into your body like this, I hate it. I wish I never would have started vaping. One of my biggest regrets in life is starting to vape, honestly, without a doubt. But I'm slowly quitting. It is what it is. You got to work on yourself before you can work on a relationship with somebody else. Alright, the 6th and final thing, and I cannot stress this enough at all, okay? Just be yourself. Don't try to be like fucking Andrew Tate and these other people you see on the internet. Don't try to be like me. I'm a different person than you. You're a different person than me. Try to be the best version of yourself that you can be at all times. And whether that's, you don't want to be with somebody else, then don't. Whether that's, you know, you want to fucking write a book, write that book. Somebody will love that book. I promise you. Do things that make you happy above all else. Alright? But don't neglect your mental, physical, and spiritual well being. Those are the foundational building blocks of your entire life. And if you neglect those, it's over before it even began. And as somebody who is trying to fix themselves, putting a lot of work into it, you know, hit that subscribe button, like the video, follow, and we can grow together. Because one day, 10 years down the line, if I'm still doing this, I hope to see all you people that are watching now and see you in a better place in life, happier, healthier, and spiritually more sound, more grounded. All right, that's enough yapping. You guys have a wonderful day. Go to the gym, lift some heavy pieces of metal, and drink water. Hasta luego.